So I said to myself, I said, I know my ragamuffins know what a fraction means and how to take a look at a fraction of one whole. But the question is, what about finding a fraction of a whole group of items or children or ice creams? The bottom line is we have to be able to know how to take a look at a group as one whole, take a look at the denominator, and break that group into smaller equal groups depending on what the denominator says, and then look at the numerator to tell us how many of those smaller groups how many of those smaller groups do we need to pay attention to? So in this situation, we have 20 lucky students who are on a field trip to the wetlands. It turns out that the docents chose to provide pizza for the kids. Sadly, the toppings that they used came from animals in the local environment. Capybara happened to win. 2/5 of the famished fungoers chose capybara toppings, while the other 3/5 decided they're not having anything to do with this. They're going to eat cheese. 2 out of 5 students chose capybara, meaning that the other 3/5, 3 out of 5 chose cheese. So in order to figure this whole thing out, I know I have 20 kids. I'm going to go ahead and use an array. And what I'm going to do is deal with groups of 5. Since my denominator is 5, I'm going to look at 5 kids, and every 2 out of the 5 kids is going to choose capybara, disturbingly, and the other 3 are going to choose cheese, because 3/5 chose cheese, or 3 out of 5. And when I duplicate this 4 times to make 20 students in total, I see that I have a specific and exact number of kids in total that have chosen cheese. In every row of 5, 3 of them have chosen to eat cheese pizza. That means I have 4 groups of 3 kids, making 12 kids in total that have chosen to eat cheese, and they have nothing to do with the capybara topping. Okay. So the other alternative, the other way that I could look at this is to use a number line. I organize my number line from 0 to 20 because there are 20 students. The fraction is 3/5, 3/5 of the 20. My denominator, 5, tells me I have to break the number line into 5 equal parts. That means I have to do counts by 4 in order to get exactly to 20. My numerator is 3. 3 tells me how many groups I care about. So if I do 3 jumps on the number line, I end up at 12. This tells me that 3/5 of 20 is 12 kids. It's the same answer as we had before. You can see the capybara is not very impressed at us at all. And I can say that now you guys have a clear understanding of the fact that 3/5 of a number asks you to look at the denominator first to decide how many groups you're going to break the whole into. And that meant 20 divided by 5 to give me 4 5 times. My numerator being 3 told me that I cared about 3 groups. 3 times 4 is 12. That gave me 12 kids choosing cheese. The capybara is excited that more of the kids at least were choosing a topping that had nothing to do with him or his dead relatives. And all's good. Thank you so much. Hope that helps. Okay, bye.
I'm curious, George. I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse. I'm ready for war. I'm coming for throats to turn to a ghost. I need to know everything.